Now for today's BCP rider tip, we're going to be looking at jumping, and the three main areas we're going to be focusing on is body position, line selection and throttle control. The main thing we need to try to remember with any form of jumping, whether we're doing basic jumping right the way through to advanced level, is your body position, and it's so critical that you get it right. We need to make sure, the same as when we're going through supercross whoops, that we have our legs gripping through our airbox. Our chin needs to be hovering over that crossbar pad and even a little bit further forward as we approach that takeoff ramp. We want to make sure that when we get to the peak of our height, that our wheels are nice and level. So we now take a little bit of a look at line selection, which sounds fairly simple, but it's actually quite complex. If we're trying to get over a jump for the first time, we might try to find a takeoff ramp that's got a nice amount of lift as opposed to the low line. Once we've got it dialed and we know that we don't need to hit it flat out, we're probably going to go searching for a nice low line so that we can stay lower to the ground, we'll get back on the ground faster and we'll be able to save a little bit of time. And one of the best tips that I can give you when you're already on the bike as far as line selection goes is making sure that you're looking ahead. A good 10 to 15 metres ahead minimum will allow you to spot these lines as they're coming up. Look ahead, scan up in front of you, and the faster the section of the track is, the further up ahead we need to look to be able to choose those lines. Now the third piece to the puzzle is throttle control. Now let's start off with our beginner level riders here. You want to try to make sure that we approach the takeoff ramp nice medium pace with just a little bit of a pause before you get to the takeoff ramp, and we must power all the way through the takeoff ramp until we get airborne. This gives us what's called our rocket ship effect. It gives us some nice flight through the air. It's a lot easier to get your timing right when you roll that power on all the way through until you're airborne. When we start to take a step towards intermediate to even nudging towards advanced jumping, we start charging the base of the takeoff ramp a lot faster. We come almost flat out all the way up to the base of takeoff ramps, and we do what's called chopping the throttle. By shutting off as we go up the takeoff ramp, it takes away that rocket ship effect, tries to send us through the takeoff ramp and sends us nice and low through the air. Much, much faster way of jumping, and you need to make sure that you practice it first. We've already discussed absorbing, trying to suck up that energy to stay nice and low, but a very technical way, and a way that you see some of the top riders in the world doing it nowadays, is scrubbing. As you approach the takeoff ramp and go over the top, the bike's turned down to the side and it stays so much lower. You need to start that slight little turn while you're already going up the takeoff ramp. When you get to the peak of your height, the bike should already be starting to come back. And here is where it's so critical that you use your legs. If you forget about your legs and you just use your upper body, you're going to have a bike that's turned sideways and is going to land sideways as well. Jumping's so much fun, but it has the potential to be a little bit dangerous. You need to treat these jumps with respect and always come back to your body position. It doesn't matter what level you're at, if your body position is not right, you're going to risk having big crashes. Make sure you have fun, get out there, practice, 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 and test yourself.